Okay, it's Rick and Sasha with George Wilborn, and I'm telling you, Gayle King is in the hot seat right now. She's in the hot seat. A lot of people feel like she attacked Kobe Bryant when she talked to Lisa Leslie, his former best friend. It was former friend who played for the WNBA.
Right.
Kind of like she ambushed him by bringing up his controversial past.
So what I wanted to do, I said, I wonder what Gayle's up to. So I quickly went to her Instagram, and Gayle has her own perspective of all of this.
I've been up reading the comments about the interview I did with Lisa Leslie about Kobe Bryant. And I know that if I had only seen the clip that you saw, I'd be extremely angry with me too. I am mortified, I'm embarrassed, and I am very angry. Unbeknownst to me, my network put up a clip from a very wide-ranging interview, totally taken out of context, and when you see it that way, it's very jarring. It's jarring to me. I didn't even know anything about it. I started getting calls. What the hell are you doing? Why did you say this? What is happening? I did not know what people are talking about. So I've been told, or I've been advised, to say nothing. Just let it go. People will drag you. People will troll you. It'll be over in a couple of days. But that's not good enough for me, because I really want people to understand what happened here and how I'm feeling about it. I reached out to Lisa because I know that she's a longtime friend of Kobe's, to talk about his legacy and their friendship. We had a really wide-ranging interview, talked about many things: his career, his passion, his sense of humor, the way he was mentoring other people, how he was starting his next chapter. It was wide-ranging. And yes, we talked about that court case, because that court case has also come up. And I wanted to get Lisa's take on it as a friend who knew him well, what she thought, where that should stand. And I thought it was very powerful when she looked me in the eye as a member of the media to say it's time for the media to leave it alone and to back off. During the course of the interview, I asked follow-up questions because I wanted to make sure that her position and perspective were very clear. And at the end, when she said it's time to leave it alone, as I said, I thought that was powerful. And I insisted that that part be in the interview, because I thought that it put a nice button on that part of the conversation. When the interview aired, we got a great reaction to it. I talked to Lisa last night. I believe that Lisa was okay with the interview. And I felt really good about the interview, So for the network to take the most salacious part when taken out of context and put it up online for people who didn't see the whole interview is very upsetting to me, and that's something I'm going to have to deal with them. And there will be a very intense discussion about that. I also want to say this. I have been with Kobe Bryant on many social occasions. He was very kind and very warm to me, and I felt that we had a friendly relationship. I, too, am mourning his loss, just like everybody else. I still am shocked by it. It's tragic and untimely, and the last thing I would want to do is disparage him at this particular time. And I hope people understand that. And that's why I'm taking this time to speak to you directly. I've never done one of these before. I've never done one of these before, but this was so important to me that I felt I had to say something. I don't want to sit up on a set and read a prepared remark. I wanted you to hear exactly where I'm coming from and how I'm feeling, and to let everybody know that no disrespect intended. And now I've got to go to work. I thank you for listening.
Wow. So my thing is, how did you not know that CBS is not going to put up certain things? You said
that can happen.
Well, you did the interview. You had a choice of not even asking the question. So you asked the question. So they have all the material, and now they're going to edit and put out what they want.
Yeah, but I mean, she's trusting her editor, obviously.
So then you say to the editor, hey, check this out. Don't run that.
And even bigger than that, edit yourself before you're going to speak.
She's not,
right.
but Yo, don't put that out. I don't want that in the interview. And Gayle can demand that.
Well, I think what Rick is saying, don't ask the question that in the first place.
That's what I'm
that needs to be edited.
Right, because
ask.
they can take a soundbite and you can say, I didn't mean to say it, but you said it. It doesn't matter. They didn't switch any words around. You said it. What bothers me the most is that she says, I had a kind, friendly, warm relationship with Kobe. And at the same time, when she talked to Lisa, and Lisa said, Kobe's not that kind of guy. And she said, well, how would you know you're not always around him? To say something like that, it's kind of like, I'm not feeling that. I'm not feeling that. And the fact that she said in the interview, there was a nice button when they ended the interview.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, how about you put a button over your mouth? Just not talk for a while.
Shut your mouth. All right, we're going to take your comments. What you got to say? 888-909-1514. Hello.
Oh, yes. I want to comment on the Gayle King statement.
Yes.
Sir.
Okay. I don't believe that she should have brought that up, and that man is deceased along with his daughter and along with a whole lot of other people. And Gayle King brought that up. For what reason, I don't know. Maybe because she's open when she's friend and she thinks that she can say anything, but she won't get no blessings for that, for bringing that up on his legacy that he has and brought joy to millions and millions of people's lives. There was no reason for her to bring that up.
Thank you so much. We appreciate you. Good morning, Rick, Sash, and George.
Yes, hi. I thought Gayle King was really out of line. I guess she thought she was going to do what she did to R. Kelly to Lisa Leslie and have her spitting all over her and huffing and puffing like he did.
Right.
Didn't happen.
That's right.
No way, no how.
Thank you, Don. We appreciate you. Rick and Sasha, good morning.
Good morning. I
Hi.
just wanted to comment on the question about Gayle. She was definitely wrong. It just seemed like journalists always have to bring up something in your past that's bad about you. She should have left that alone, and she's making me not like her.
Thank you. We appreciate you, darling. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good. What are your thoughts?
My comment is that I thought about it. What's in the past is in the past. You don't bring the past into the future. When you bring the past into the future, you started it all over again. Gayle trying to do something to make herself be up there to the top, but it's not going to make her get to the top. They're going to dispatch her because this lady's mourning her. She lost two in her family. Until you lose one of your own, you don't know.
Still take your phone calls at 888-909-1514. We're going to see this conversation also on social media. Rick and Sasha everywhere with George Wilborn.